Namaste children, welcome back to our English class. So in our previous video children, we were learning the poem written by Walter Scott, a ballad written by Walter Scott named Lochinvar. So we have seen that Lochinvar was a brave soldier, was a brave knight from Scotland. Okay, so he was in love with a lady called Ellen. She was the princess of Netherby, and he wanted to marry her. So when he came to Netherby to have her to get his love, at that time what had happened, that Ellen had given her consent to marry a cowardly person, okay, so who was dastard in war. She loved this great or this brave Lochinvar, but her father was not ready to give her in marriage to Lochinvar. That's why finally she had given her consent to marry that coward person. So now Lochinvar had reached Netherby gate, and he has entered even the Netherby hall, and there was a conversation between Lochinvar and Ellen's father. So Ellen's father has asked Lochinvar why he had come there, right? He had asked whether he had come there for peace, whether he had come there to war, or whether he had come there to dance in the bridal. So these questions were asked by Ellen's father to Lochinvar. Now let us see what Lochinvar says to Ellen's father in the next stanza. So now we are there in the fourth stanza, children. I long wooed your daughter, my suit you denied. Love swells like the Solway, but ebbs like its tide. And now am I come with this lost love of mine to lead but one measure, drink one cup of wine. There are maidens in Scotland more lovely by far that would gladly be bride to the young Lochinvar. See here what young Lochinvar says. I have again underlined the difficult words, children. Wooed. So W-O-O, woo, W-O-O-E-D, past tense and past participle form of woo. Suit. Then children, I have river Solway here. Then lead, one measure. Then finally another word is there, that is maidens. So now let us know the meanings of difficult words first. Yes, see here children. First difficult word is woo, wood. So, woo means what? Try to gain the love with a view to marriage. So, young Lord Lochinvar, he was in love with Ellen, and that's why he wanted to marry her. Okay. So, try to gain means to gain his love, what he had to do? He had to speak to this Ellen's father. He had to take their consent, and he had to marry his love. No, that is the nice way. So if you are in love with somebody, and if you want to marry, then you have, if you get your love in this way, that would be a respectable manner. So that is woo, children. Next, suit. Actually, suit means what, children? Problem taken to the court by an ordinary person. So it is the literal meaning. Here suit means what? It is the what? Request made by young Lord Lochinvar to Ellen's father. He is requesting Ellen's father to give his daughter in marriage to him. So, suit here, okay. Then, next one is Solway. It is the river that separates England from Scotland. Then, next one is spring tides of this Solway river. They are considered to be very powerful. Okay, tides ನೀವು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಐ ಹೋಪ್ 8th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಉಬ್ಬರ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಳಿತ, ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಸಮುದ್ರದ ಅಲೆಗಳು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಉಬ್ಬರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಮರವಂತೆ ಬೀಚಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ಬಹುದು, ರಸ್ತೆ ಹತ್ರ ಕೆಲವೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಟೈಡ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾವಾಗೋ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಸಮ್ಮರ್ ಸೀಸನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾ ಅಥವಾ ಮಳೆಗಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಸೀಸನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸಮುದ್ರ ರಸ್ತೆಗಿಂತ ದೂರ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಟೈಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲೋ ಟೈಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ವೆ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಟೈಡ್ಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಉಬ್ಬರದ ಅಲೆಗಳು ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲರ್ ಅಂತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್. ದೆನ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಲೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ stately dance. It is a type of dance, measure. Then children, you have maiden. Maiden means an unmarried girl or a young unmarried woman. Okay, see here. Now Lochinvar is answering Ellen's father. I long wooed your daughter, my suit you denied. I wanted to marry your daughter for a long time. I was in love with her. I wanted to marry her. My suit you denied, but you did not accept my request. Okay, you denied my request. You did not accept to give her in marriage to me. I long wooed your daughter, my suit you denied. Love swells like the Solway, but ebbs like its tide. See here, you can see the usage of figure of speech, simile here. Love swells like river Solway means ರಿವರ್ ಸಾಲ್ವೇದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಆದಾಗ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆಯೋ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಎಬ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಟೈಡ್. ಇಟ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಟೈಡ್. ಸೊ ಸಮ್ ಸೀಸನ್ the tides will be very high, but some season it will be very low. No, so love is also like that. It is also, the love is also like that. It swells like Solway river, but it ebbs like its tide. Now my love to Ellen has come to an end because you have not allowed, see, you have not allowed, you have not given your consent to give her in marriage to me, alva. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ ಅವಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಉಳಿಲಿಲ್ಲ. See the answer, okay, given by Lochinvar here. And now am I consent with this, am I come with this lost love of mine. Now I have lost my love, and with that lost love I have come here to lead but one measure, drink 1 cup of wine. 1 cup of wine, I'm sorry. So why have I come here? Now I know my love for Ellen is ended now. It has come to an end. Here I have come to lead a measure, to dance in the bridal, and to drink 1 cup of wine. Only for that purpose I have come here. So there are maidens in Scotland more lovely by far that would gladly be bride to the young Lochinvar. See here, he is saying so proud. He is very proud about himself. He is saying to Ellen's father that in Scotland there are number of maidens, there are number of beautiful unmarried women who are, okay, very beautiful than this Ellen, and who would very happily, gladly become bride to young Lochinvar. So that's why my love for Ellen has come to an end. So only for a cup of wine and to dance in the bridal I have come here. So this was the answer given by Lochinvar to Ellen's father. Now let us go for the next stanza. See here, children. The bride kissed the goblet, the knight took it up, he quaffed off the wine and he threw down the cup. She looked down to blush and she looked up to sigh, with a smile on her lips and a tear in her eye. He took her soft hand ere her mother could bar. Now tread we a measure, said young Lochinvar. So difficult words: goblet, night already I have told, quaffed off, blush, sigh, air already we have understood, then tread. See here, children. Goblet means it is the wine glass. Okay, what is goblet? It is the wine glass. Coughed off means drink quickly. Okay, drink quickly and throw. So that is quaffed off. Drink quickly. That is quaffed off. Then children, next one, blush means show shyness. I'm sorry. Blush means what, children? Show shyness by ವಾಟ್ ಬಿಕಮಿಂಗ್ ರೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫೇಸ್, ಮಕ್ಕ ನಾಚಿಗೆ ಆಗಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂದಾಗ ರೆಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ವಾ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಬ್ಲಶ್. ದೆನ್ ಸಾಯಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಡೀಪ್ ಆಡಿಬಲ್ ಬ್ರೆತ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ರಿಲೀಫ್, ಸ್ಯಾಡ್ನೆಸ್ ಆರ್ ಟೈರ್ಡ್ನೆಸ್. ನಿಟ್ಟುಸಿರು ಬಿಡೋದು. ನಿಟ್ಟುಸಿರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವಾಗ ಬಿಡ್ತೇವೆ? ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆದಾಗ, ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಕಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ, ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಟಯರ್ಡ್ ಆದಾಗ ನಿಟ್ಟುಸಿರು ಬಿಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್? ಸಾಯಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಟ್ರೆಡ್. ಟ್ರೆಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಕ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ವೇ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾನ್ಸಾ 5. Now, see here, the bride kissed the goblet. The knight took it up. He quaffed off the wine and he threw down the cup. So, the bride, what did she do? She kissed the goblet. Means she took the wine glass, she kissed it and she gave it to the knight. Here knight is Lochinvar. Then he took it up. He quaffed off. Means suddenly, he drank that cup of wine and he threw the cup down. Then what happened? She looked down to blush. She was very shy. Okay, so her love has come there, no? She looked down to blush. ನಾಚಿಗೆಯಿಂದ ಅವಳ ಮುಖ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೆಡ್ ಆಯ್ತು. So she looked down to blush and she looked up to Sai. So she had given consent to marry that coward person, but it was against her wish, because she too was in love with Lochinvar and she too wanted to marry him. But her father had not given consent. No, her father had not accepted, right? So that's why she had given her consent to marry that coward person. So now Lochinvar has come there and her problem has come to an end. That's why she felt relieved. She felt relaxed and she she looked up to Sai. Okay, then next one, with a smile on her lips and a tear in her eye. So she looked down to blush and she looked up to Sai with a smile on her lips and tear in her eye. She was very happy now. That's why you can find tears in her eye. ಹೌದಾ? ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಖುಷಿ ಆದಾಗ ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ಕಣ್ಣೀರು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ there was tears in her eyes and there was smile on her lips. He took her soft hand ere her mother could bar. So he took her soft hand before her mother could stop. ಅವನು ಯಾರದ್ದು ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಕೇಳೋ ರೀತಿ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಕಾಯ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಹರ್ ಮದರ್ ಕುಡ್ ಬಾರ್, ಹಿ ಟುಕ್ ಹರ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ನೌ ಟ್ರೆಡ್ ವಿ ಅ ಮೆಜರ್, ಸೆಡ್ young Lochinvar. Now we will dance. Okay, here tread means what, children? A type of means it is a kind of dance, but it will be very slow. Okay, walk in a very special manner. So now he is saying that now tread we a measure, said young Lochinvar. Now he has reached that Nagarbai hall. He has told to the people there that he had come just to have a dance in the bridal and to drink a cup of wine, and now the bride has given a cup of wine to him. He drank it very quickly. Then now, before the mother of Ellen could stop him, he took the soft hand of Ellen now, and now he is asking her, now let us dance. Okay, so next paragraph. So stately his form and so lovely her face, that never a hall such a galliard did grace. While her mother did fret and her father did fume, and the bridegroom stood dangling his bonnet and plume, and the bride maidens whispered, it were better by far to have matched our fair cousin with young Lochinvar. See here, stately, galliard, grace, fret, fume, dangling, bonnet, plume, Twere means it were. Here you can find apostrophe before T. No, it is it were. Okay. So these are the difficult words here. See here, children. Yes, see here. Stately. Stately means what? It is adjective. See again here, even though the word is ending with ly, it is an adjective. Stately means impressive or grand in size or appearance or manner. Here in size as well as in manner as well as in appearance, Lochinvar was very impressive. Okay. Then Galliard. Galliard means a spiritual dance for two. Okay. So here it is a dance or it is a measure led by whom? Lochinvar and Ellen. Galliard. Then grace means, children, bring honor by one's attendance or participation. Okay. So bringing honor to the maybe that hall or maybe to that party by just appearance and participation. So that is grace. Then you have fret here. Fret means be constantly and visibly anxious. ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೋಚರವಾಗುವಷ್ಟು ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಫ್ರೆಟ್. ಓಕೆ. ನೌ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್, ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, fume. Fume means feel or show or express great anger. So that is called what, children? Fume. Okay. Then next one, dangling. Dangling means hanging or swinging loosely. Okay. Then next one, bonnet you have. Bonnet is a large hat. Then plume means, children, a long soft feather or arrangement of feathers used by a bird for display or worn by a person as an ornament. Here plume is, it is arrangement of feathers worn by the bridegroom, means the person, the man who was marrying, who was ready to marry that Ellen, no? He was wearing an ornament which was made by feathers. Okay, that is plume here. Bonnet is hat, large hat. It was also worn by whom? That person only, bridegroom. Then dangling, ಅದನ್ನ ಲೂ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಗಾಡ್ತಾ, ಹೀಗೆ ಅಲ್ಗಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು dangling. Then fume you have understood. So expressing the great anger, that is fume. So here, sixth stanza, so stately his form and so lovely her face, that never a hall such a galliard did grace. See here, this Ellen was very beautiful lady. Okay, so face, so lovely her face. Ellen was very beautiful lady, and Lochinvar, he was also very impressive in manners, appearance, as well as in the what, children? In the gesture. So he was very much impressive. So they were dancing there, no? That hall was never graced by such a galliard. ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಹಾಲಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ರಿಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರೋ ರೀತಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಚಂದವಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಎಲೆನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲೋಕಿನ್ವಾರ್. ದಟ್ ಹಾಲ್ ವಾಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಸ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ನೆವರ್ ಗ್ರೇಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಸಚ್ ಅ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಲಿಯರ್ಡ್. ಗ್ಯಾಲಿಯರ್ಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್, ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಟಿಪಿಕಲ್ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ which is made for whom? Which is which will be that dance will be that type will be there, danced by whom? Two people. So here galliard is done by whom? Your Ellen and Lochinvar. Now while her mother did fret and father did fume, and the bridegroom stood dangling his bonnet and plume. See here. So these two are dancing now. It was looking very beautiful. So, but what was the condition of father and mother of Ellen? Mother was very much tensed and father was very much angry. It was visible to everybody. Okay. Then what was that bridegroom doing? He was dangling his bonnet and plume. Okay, he did nothing. He was not at all angry also. He just dangled his bonnet and plume. Now, and the bride maidens whispered, it were better by far to have matched our fair cousin with young Lochinvar. See here, the maidens, maybe the cousins of the bride, cousins of Ellen, they were speaking to each other that it would be far better, okay, to match our cousin Ellen with this young Lochinvar. Instead of giving her in marriage to that coward person, it would be far better to give her in marriage to this impressive and brave Lochinvar. So it was the opinion of bride's cousins. Only her father and mother, they were angry. Now, next stanza. One touch to her hand and one word in her ear. When they reached the hall door and the charger stood near, so light to the croup, the fair lady he swung, so light to the saddle, before her he sprung. She is one, we are gone, over bank, bush and scur, they will have fleet steeds that follow, quoth young Lochinvar. So here, charger, next, croup, swung, saddle, sprung, the next one, scur, fleet steeds, and quoth. These are the difficult words in 7th stanza. So, scur means steep rock. Okay. Charger means a horse used in the battle. What is a charger? A horse used in the battle. Croup means behind. Okay. Croup means children behind the saddle on the horse back. Okay. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಯಾಡಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೀಟ್ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ವ, ಲೆದರ್ ಇಂದ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತಹ ಸೀಟ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೈಡಿಂಗಿಗೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಸೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಹಾರ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ಎನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ರೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋರು ಕುತ್ಕೋತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅದ್ರ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಕ್ರೂಪ್. ಸೊ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ದ ಸ್ಯಾಡಲ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಹಾರ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. ಸ್ಯಾಡಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅ ಸೀಟ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎನಿಮಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ರೈಡಿಂಗ್. It will be made by what, children? Generally it will be made by leather. Then scur, I have told, steep rock. Fleet steeds means swift horses. Then quoth means what, children? Said. Quoth, old English. Quote maybe. Quote, it may be quote. Okay, said. So it is used only before first and third person singular. Okay, only before first and third person singular you can use this word quoth. Quoth means what, children? Said before the subject. Here quoth Lochinvar. Lochinvar is third person singular and it is the subject there. No, Lochinvar is the subject there in the sentence, right? So before the subject, before first and third person singular, you can use the word quoth. Then sprung. This sprung is the V3 form of spring. Spring, sprang, sprung. And swung is the V3 form of swing. Swing, swang, swung. Right? Yes. Let us come to the 7th paragraph. See here. One touch to her hand and one word in her ear when they reached the hall door and the charger stood near. See here, one touch to her hand. ಅವಳ ಕೈ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಟಚ್ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ದ ಅವನು, ಒಂದು ಸೈನ್ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟ. and one word in her ear. When did he tell that word in her ear? When they reached, while dancing, they had reached the door of the hall there. So when they reached that door of the hall, he touched her hand once in a specific manner and he told a word in her ear. So next what happened? The charger stood near. So near that hall, the charger was ready. Charger means a horse which is typically used for what? War. So light to the croup, the fair lady he swung, so light to the saddle before he sprung. So very easily, when they reached the door of the Netherby hall. He just touched her hand once and he told a word in her ear and he sprung, okay. He swung that lady to the croup of the horse very easily, and that easily, in that very easy manner, he also sprang to the saddle. Then what happens, children? Ibru kudre hattu ಕೂತಾಯ್ತು. Now she is won. These are the words told by Lochinvar. Koth young Lochinvar. He is saying, she is won. I have won her. We are gone over bank, bush and scur. They will have fleet steeds that follow, quoth young Lochinvar. So I have won her. Now we have gone. Now we are moving very fast. We are moving over the banks of the river. We are moving over the bush and scur. We are crossing the steep rocks also, and we will be followed by whom? Will be followed by the men of this Ellen's father. They too will have fleet steeds, means the horse which can run very fast. They too will have the horse, and these words were told by Lochinvar. I have won her and we are moving very fast, but we will be followed by the men of Ellen's father. Now, there was mounting among Grahams of the Netherby clan, Forsters, Fenwicks and Musgraves. They rode and they ran. There was racing and chasing on Cannobie Lee, but the lost bride of Netherby never did they see. So daring in love and so dauntless in war, have ye ever heard of gallant like young Lochinvar? So, difficult words, children. This mounting, then you have mong here. Mong means among. Okay. Grains, then this Forsters, then Fenwicks, then Musgraves. These four, okay. Grains, Forsters, Fenwicks and Musgraves. So these are the clans, different clans of Netherby. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ. ಆ Netherby ಲಾರ್ಡಿಗೆ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮೇ ಬಿ ಹಿಸ್ ಸಬಾರ್ಡಿನೇಟ್ಸ್, ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ Netherby, ಅಥವಾ ಅವರೊಂದು ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ. ದೇ ವೇರ್ ಆಲ್ ಇನ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಟು ಹೂಮ್? ದೇ ವೇರ್ ಆಲ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಟು the Lord of Netherby. Okay. So, see here, children, the difficult words, I have told all this now. Cannobie, it is a place, okay. It is a large space. It is a large open place in Scotland, okay. Cannobie is a large open place in what? Scotland, okay. Cannobie Lee. Then dauntless, fearless. See here, there was mounting among Grahams of Netherby clan, Forsters, Fenwicks, Musgraves. They rode, they ran. So Lochinvar knew that he will be followed by the people of Ellen's father. So there were different clans who supported this Ellen's father. These four clans, they followed Lochinvar with their fleet steeds. There was racing and chasing on Cannobie Lee. So in this open place of Scotland, Cannobie, there was racing and chasing, but the lost bride of Netherby never did they see. So Lochinvar, he rode so fast that the people who chased him, they could never see Lochinvar and the lost bride of Netherby. They could never see her again. So daring in love and so dauntless in war, have you ever heard of gallant like young Lochinvar? Okay. So he was so brave in war, and he was so daring in love. So have you ever heard have you ever heard about any such person, okay, who is like Lochinvar? The poet is asking us, right? So you can see many twists in this ballad, no? So both of them were in love, but Ellen had given consent to marry another person. Lochinvar comes there. When he spoke to Ellen's father, he told that he had forgotten his love, right? His end for Ellen has come to end. He told like that. But he had some different idea. Allah, he had some different idea. He just abducted, he just kidnapped his love, Ellen, right? In this way, Lochinvar got his love back. So here we are completing our poem. Go through the poem once. So this poem you have to by heart the first four stanzas. First four stanzas of this poem are for memorization. You can expect this for examination. Okay. So thank you very much, children. Have a nice day.